we have someone in our midst in Hyderabad who has been one of the finest officers that the Indian bureaucracy has seen. And this is something that I hear not from people who know him well, but even from people who don't know him at all. At various institutions where we teach civil servants, the one name or the few names that often come up as names of successful bureaucracy that has been able to tackle the tensions that civil services face today, that has been able to actually own the bureaucracy and make it the temple of democracy as it should be, the steel frame, it has been Rajan Habib Khwaja. And he is seen as somebody who has successfully worked with different regimes, with difficult chief ministers, in both with people in the state of Andhra Pradesh and in Delhi. He's among the only people I know who's served 2 full terms as a secretary of the government of India, which is not very common, and has done this in a record which is absolutely blemishless. You know, most bureaucracy, you will find that if somebody has served 35, 40 years, there will be detractors, there will be people, there will be news items that will tell you that, you know, there was something that happened with this person, usually, you know, in by ways of corruption, but all other forms of problem. But here is one person who never, you know, actually there are 2 of them here, who never went astray, or who never even did anything that could be seen as wrong, and held up to the finest ethical practices. And to a lot of people who join the bureaucracy now, they are the ray of hope कि you know वो जो मायूसी है आजकल कि अरे कहाँ भाई ये इस सिस्टम में तो हर आदमी करप्ट है, सबको करना पड़ता है. And you have these live cases of people who had fabulous careers. ये नहीं कि छोटा मोटा career कोई नहीं जानता हो, बहुत illustrious career with a very strong belief in values, in ethics and in the Indian constitution. And they continue to use their experience and their expertise to help all of us who seek them out whenever we want, whenever we can. And I must tell you that whenever we do so, they are always available to us. And we owe a great deal of gratitude to both Mr. A.K. Khan and Mr. Rajan Habib Khwaja. तो आज का प्रोग्राम ऐसा है, स्पेसिफिकली आज का प्रोग्राम ऐसा है कि एक बड़ी अहम किताब has come up. And this book is titled From Aspirant to Civil Service. What it means is what it says. It's a book that gives you a very clear guideline on how you can become a civil servant yourself. And it goes to its most detail, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. तो इस किताब का डिस्कशन है, ये किताब रिलीज़ हो चुकी है, ये किताब अवेलेबल है. All of you should pick it up and read it. It's among the most readable books that you can find. But what we will do, using this book as a backdrop, is that we will use the array of distinguished faculty we have here to tell you कि civil service का career होता क्या है, civil service क्यों join करना चाहिए, how do you become a successful aspirant, meaning how do you write the exam, and we will also talk about how after that you become a good civil servant. तो एजेंडा ये होगा कि मैं राजन ख्वाजा साहब से I will request him to give us a broad sweep of the book, the chapters, why he wrote it, about 10 minutes. और उसके बाद फिर मैं एक पैनलिस्ट से आई विल आस्क ऑल ऑफ यू टू कमेंट ऑन दैट एंड योर व्यूज ऑन द बुक एंड ऑन द सिविल सर्विस इटसेल्फ, एंड फॉर दीज यंगस्टर्स who are aspiring to be part of the civil service. So we'll do that. We'll wrap that up in about 30-35 minutes, and then we will have 25 minutes for you to ask questions.